my name is Julie Jones, and I'm going to be discussing with you the influence social media has on fashion. Picture this: you're scrolling through Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube, and you see your favorite social media influencer post a piece of clothing or a brand that you really like. Do you buy this piece of clothing? As someone that is a part of the newer generation, and more specifically Generation Z, I always hear my friends that they say that they don't want to post a picture on Instagram because they're wearing the same outfit in another picture that they already posted. Today I will discuss how social media has influenced fast fashion drastically with the use of social media influencers, brand marketers, and fast fashion. Some might say that the main reason for social media's negative influence on fashion is the newer generation social media influencers. Social media influencers set the trends in fashion for the newer generation. These influencers can post a clothing brand or just one separate article of clothing and get these clothing items trending and selling out. According to Untitled Magazine, yes, that is the name of the magazine, one huge social media influencer named Emma Chamberlain had made her impression on the fashion world. In October of 2020, Chamberlain posted a picture on Instagram with a pair of yoga pants and a black turtleneck. After she posted this picture on social media, everyone went crazy. During this time, it was nearly impossible to find a pair of yoga pants. This trend was started by a social media influencer, and it possibly shaped how people are going to dress throughout the 20s. In the article by Untitled Magazine, Riley Johnson wrote, "Internet personality Emma Chamberlain's Instagram post sparked a huge interest in flared yoga pants, turtlenecks, and crew necks almost overnight. Many social media influencers also contribute to the clothing hauls. Clothing hauls are videos where you can show each piece of clothing you bought from a specific store or brand. It is usually associated with the cutest clothes you can find and how much money you spent. This type of video encourages the newer generation to always buy the latest styles in fashion so that you can stay relevant and gain more status on social media. These clothing hauls are teaching the newer generation to value the quantity of clothing rather than the quality of the clothing." According to Shift London, Faye Mahan says, when asked in an Instagram poll, 66% of people ages from 14 to 27 believe that there is a problem with haul culture on TikTok, with 74% feeling pressured to buy more clothes after watching these hauls, and 66% admitting that they have bought more clothing since they watched these TikToks. As more and more people post these clothing hauls, and the more people my age feel pressured into buying these clothes for social media posts. Because of the influence social media influencers have on the newer generation, brand marketers hire them to promote clothes all the time. Brand marketers usually use targeted advertisements to reach the fashion audience that they want. They do this by using data that is collected through individual social media account history. That relates to their interests. According to Marketing Dive, Instagram will place ads in their Explorer page section that shows users personalized content based on their interests, giving mobile marketers the chance to reach highly targeted audiences. But does this work for getting the younger generation to buy their clothes? Well, the answer is not entirely. This is because they need more than just targeted advertisements. They need social media influencers or celebrities. One example of this is when Kim Kardashian posts the brand Adidas. Kim Kardashian has 259 million followers on Instagram, and the brand Adidas has 26 million followers on Instagram. As you can see, there's an obvious advantage to having Kim Kardashian post their shoe brand just once on their Instagram page. Because of their influence on large amounts of people, the same product is marketed and sold to the masses, which leads me to my next point about fast fashion. Fast fashion is the act of brands copying designs in high fashion brands and using the low quality products to recreate these items and sell them for significantly cheaper amounts. Because young people may not have a job or a lot of money to spend on clothing items, they use these brands and utilize fast fashion, which has become the staple for fashion. The downside that fast fashion has on the fashion industry is that everyone ends up wearing the same article of clothing. This eliminates the uniqueness of fashion. The whole point of fashion is to create a version of yourself through the clothes that you put on each day. But when social media is influencing the younger generation to buy the same types of clothing, that can be extremely damaging to fashion in general. As you probably have figured out by now, all of these things are connected. Social media influencers have a huge advantage on the newer generation and the items that they buy. So brand marketers use social media influencers to sell their clothes in bulk, which leads these brands to use fast fashion. to sell more clothes and more of their items. After hearing about social media influencers, brand marketers, and fast fashion all being rooted in the use of social media, it is obvious that social media has affected the way Generation Z will view fashion forever.